DC Defenders have one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Jordan Ta'amu, and now he has what could be one of the best offensive weapons in his arsenal. His name is Lynn Bowden, and you are probably going to hear a lot about him this UFL season. Let's take a look at Bowden's story and how he got to the UFL and what he will bring to the Defenders offense. First, a little about the man himself. Not only does he love football, he loves tattoos. At last count, he had nearly 80 of them. His first one came at age 13. His teen years, however, proved to be more than about ink. Lynn Bowden's senior season stats as the quarterback at Warren G. Harding High School in Ohio was a huge indication of how his athletic abilities could take him to the next level. In that senior season, Bowden passed for more than 1,300 yards and rushed for more than 2,200 yards, scoring a combined 57 touchdowns. Bowden actually thought about quitting the sport, but when he found out he was about to become a father, a new son brought back his old feelings for the game.
Going in my senior year of high school, I had offers from everywhere, and I really started to give up on playing football because I didn't want to do it. And I found out that I was having a son, so he made me drive to get back to playing football.
In 2017, Bowden signed with the Kentucky Wildcats, but not primarily for his quarterbacking ability. UK took advantage of his overall athleticism and had him returning kicks as a freshman. Bowden earned a spot on the All-SEC team as a return specialist. While there were some packages for Bowden at quarterback, his main position was wide receiver, where he blossomed in his sophomore season with the Wildcats. Not only did he have a team-high 745 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns, he also tried his hand at not just kick returning, but also punt returning. His first punt return of his career, a 67-yard touchdown against Missouri. In his junior year at Kentucky, Bowden was back at quarterback full-time after injuries to UK's first and second stringers. His athletic ability was on display in a major way. He finished the season with more than 1,200 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns. He passed for 330 yards with 2 scores, racked up 200 yards in kickoff returns, and led the Wildcats to the 2019 Belk Bowl. Bowden even made a few headlines before the bowl game even kicked off, as he had a scuffle with some Virginia Tech players and even his own coaches. All this before an MVP performance in a win over the Hokies that included throwing the game-winning touchdown. Bowden called it a career in college after that incredible junior season and opted for the NFL draft. He was selected in the 3rd round by the Las Vegas Raiders in the 2020 draft, but he felt as if that was too low.
What are they getting in Lynn Bowden, the football player?
Come on, you know what time it is. I'm going to show them who the number 1 draft pick should have been. That's it. You know what time it is.
Bowden spent little time with Las Vegas, though. Before he even took a snap with the Raiders, he was traded to Miami. Las Vegas GM Mike Mayock said it was a football decision, but behind the scenes, there was talk about management having concerns about Bowden off the field. In June of 2020, police raided his grandmother's home while Bowden was there. He was handcuffed and in front of media who had obviously been tipped off to the raid. Police found nothing illegal, and Bowden was never charged. However, Bowden believed his reputation was ruined with the Raiders' front office, which would explain why they traded a 3rd-round pick for nearly nothing. In Miami, Bowden played sporadically and fought through injuries. He spent 2021 on the IR, and then he was waived by Miami in 2022. New England picked him up after he was waived and signed him to the practice squad. Then he was waived in May of 2023. Later that year, he signed with New Orleans and saw the most time in his NFL career. He played 15 games for the Saints as a receiver, rusher, and kick returner, but never found the end zone. And that brings us to 2025, where Bowden, like a lot of other players in the UFL, have an opportunity to showcase their skills and show that they belong on the next level. He signed with the DC Defenders on New Year's Eve 2024. Head coach Reggie Barlow and offensive coordinator Fred Keiss are most likely set to use Bowden in a variety of different ways. Now, the UFL side is in a bit of disarray before the season, but Bowden is listed as a running back right now, which is what the Raiders tagged him when they drafted him. He can obviously play a multitude of positions, and there is no doubt they can use him in some quarterback packages, much like DC did with De'Aaron King, who accounted for 8 touchdowns with DC in 2023, 5 rushing scores included in those stats. Bowden is a significant piece in the DC offensive puzzle, so I think Defenders fans, they have a lot to be excited for in 2025. Hey, DC fans, let me know what you think about Bowden's signing and the outlook for the Defenders this coming season. More Alt Football videos right here, and don't forget to check out altfootball.com for the latest news and analysis on all the spring and alt football leagues.